Hello viewers, today I am going to teach the topic is bioavailability. Here bioavailability, the definition of bioavailability is it is defined as the rate and extent amount of absorption of unchanged drug from its dosage form. So bioavailability means nothing but as the rate and the amount of absorption which is unchanged form of a drug in its dosage form is called as bioavailability. Here the rate means rapidity, means fastly, with which a drug is an important of acute conditions such as asthma attack or sudden pain, and slower absorption is the aim to prolong the duration of action or to avoid the adverse effects. Example, hypertension and epilepsy, etc. Here the bioavailability is nothing but it will have two variations in oral and parenteral. If the bioavailability occurs, the rate and extent amount of absorption takes place in our body with its unchanged form. After administering the drug, it is in unchanged form is called as bioavailability. Here, if the bioavailability occurs rapidly, the drug is used for acute conditions such as asthma attack. When we sudden cause of asthma, so it will constrict the respiratory system. So after we administer the drug by inhaler, it relaxes the respiratory system of lungs. So that's why it is the rapidity which occurs is of the drug is important for acute condition or sudden pain like heart attacks. We use injections form IV. So it fastly cures the pain. Next, slower absorption. Here slower absorption is nothing but for orally it produces the prolongation duration of action to avoid its adverse effects. Example, hypertension. We use BP tablets, no? Blood pressures, that is nothing but. In hypertension we use tablets, and epilepsy we use the tablets, and its form very slowly. The absorption will takes place prolonged, means it a slowly rate of absorptions will takes place. That is the difference between the rapidity and slower absorption of a drug in bioavailability. Next, here the comparison of the drugs in different forms of administration. That is, in parenteral administration it is more accurate takes place compared to oral, and in oral it is more accurate than compared to rectal, and it is more accurate than in topical. Here parenteral means 100% bioavailability will takes place. Here bioavailability occurs in two dosage forms, two administration forms, that is oral administration and parenteral administration. Here orally means most of drugs administered orally because for its stability and for its convenience we use oral administration. Here parenteral administration, nothing but through parenteral route IV injection of a drug results in 100% bioavailability as the absorption process is bypassed. So is directly through IV means nothing but intravenous of injection of a drug results 100% bioavailability, means the rate and extent of the amount of drugs reaches systemic circulation directly. Here the absorption process is bypassed, means through orally it not considered, through direct it enters into the systemic circulation and shows its pharmacological action quickly, rapidly, and 100% bioavailability will takes place. Next, here the formula is bioavailability fraction equal to bioavailable dose by administered dose. Here bioavailable dose means the dose available to a patient called as bioavailable dose is often less than the administered dose. If we give the dose to a patient, for example, if we give the patient 2 ml of a drug is given to the patients, and often it is less than the administered dose. After administration it forms not 2 ml, it after its absorption, metabolism, excretion is form only 1 ml. So that is the bioavailable dose, the amount of drug that reaches to systemic circulation. So here disintegration dissolution part, it's through some of the drug is retains in our body. So in vivo method, here bioavailability occurs in vivo method, nothing but in living organism we use in vivo method. Absolute bioavailability versus relative bioavailability. Here absolute bioavailability means when the systemic availability of a drug administered orally is determined in comparison to its IV, called absolute. So here absolute is nothing but we administer the drug orally and compared to the its IV administration of drug. Here oral there is no 100% bioavailability occurs. Here IV administration there is 100%, means which quantity, which ml dose of drug we give, that ml dose of drug here produced to cure the disease. Next, relative bioavailability, when the systemic availability of a drug after oral administration is compared with that of an oral standard of same drug, that is such as aqueous or non-aqueous solution, called relative. If it is same oral administration is occurs like and is compared with oral, means we use tablets, dosage forms, and capsules, tablets, suspensions, elixirs, these all are used, but it compared to that oral standard of same drug only. Yes, same drug means nothing but aqueous and non-aqueous solution like suspensions and syrups. We orally administered the suspensions, syrups. So it is compared with the tablets form administrations and aqueous, non-aqueous solutions administration. So that is the difference between the data, absolute and relative availability. Next, single dose versus multiple dose. Yes, single dose means it is determined from preliminary clinical experiments. So it is very common. In single dose, we only use single dose, only 1 ml dose of the patients we require. It is required in preliminary clinical, means starting stage of phase 1 clinical experiments we use. So very common it is. For multiple dose, it is determined for long sampling period. So we need volunteers, human volunteers for multiple dose, and sampling period is also more. For more blood samples we require to get reliable estimation. Here for multiple dose, for getting reliable estimations, we need required certain period of time to get accurate action. Next, bioavailability. Here area under curve oral by area under curve injection into 100. Here we choose example in vitro method and in vivo method. For example, here in vitro method like rotating paddle and rotating basket in dissolution method we use. So here dissolution method nothing but we use a drug in this rotating paddle basket. We use Sample buffer. We pour the buffer solution with maintenance of pH level, and we pour the drug. So it will rotate the paddles, and how the time taken to dissolve the drug. Here also same, but in vivo method we choose human volunteers for clinical trials. So it is the GIT tract. The drug, we administer the drug to volunteers, human volunteers, and it and observe the patient. Here, when will the disintegration time takes place and dissolution time takes place, and then it enters into the blood vessels and it passes to the hepatic first path metabolism, and then excretion takes place. Then only we collect the sample and how it will shows the action. Next, here the diagram. Here plasma concentration of a drug and area under curve. Here IV, through IV, here time through IV drug is injected. The time will takes place very rapidly, quickly. Here area under curve, orally means the time taken place very slowly. So prolongation of the time will takes place here. Next, in vitro dissolution parameter, in vivo dissolution plasma data parameters. Here time for specific amount of drug to dissolve. For suppose 50% of the dose, amount of dissolved at a specific time, the amount of drug is dissolved. So here area under curve is Cmax. So it is maximum the drug is administered takes place very quickly, and maximum the concentration of the drug will takes place in plasma. So fraction observed absorption rate constant, here constant will takes place, but here if we choose 50% of the dose, and then the does not occurs very quickly. So amount dissolved at a specific time we required. Here area under curve means nothing but amount of drug that reaches to the circulation. Here also for amount we use 50% of the dose given to the patients. It will take certain time for its pharmacological action. So in vivo methods fraction will observed takes place. In vitro means in laboratory we use dissolution parameters, dissolution techniques like this, and choose. It is a comparison of in vitro and in vivo.